Hey everyone, if you're wondering whether this ASUS ROG Strix G18 is actually worth buying for serious gaming or heavy creative work, stick around because I'm about to break down exactly who this laptop is for and whether it's the right choice for you. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, this thing is built for power users who don't mess around. The Intel Core Ultra 9275HX processor and 32GB of DDR5 RAM mean you can run multiple high-end games, heavy editing software, or even virtual machines without breaking a sweat. I've had this thing open with 15 Chrome tabs, a couple of Unity projects, and a game running in the background, and it barely slowed down. If you're someone who multitasks like that, this laptop won't hold you back. For example, I was working on a project that required me to have multiple 3D modeling software open at the same time, and this laptop handled it with ease. I was able to switch between programs seamlessly, and the performance was consistent throughout. Now, the display is where this machine really shines. It's an 18-inch Nebula panel with a 2.5K resolution and a 240Hz refresh rate. That means everything looks crisp, and the colors are vibrant thanks to the 16:10 aspect ratio. The 3 milliseconds response time is a game-changer for fast-paced shooters like Call of Duty or Valorant, where every millisecond counts. I played Cyberpunk 2077 on this thing with RT Overdrive, and it ran at around 100 FPS on high settings. That's not something you see on most gaming laptops without dropping settings or resolution. The display is also great for watching movies or TV shows, with deep blacks and vibrant colors that make for an immersive viewing experience. The RTX 5070 GPU is no slouch either. It's got enough power for ray tracing and DLSS to keep frame rates smooth even in demanding titles. I tested it with Alan Wake 2, and while ray tracing did drop the FPS, enabling DLSS brought it back up to a playable 60 FPS. If you're into 3D rendering or video editing, the GPU handles those workloads like a champ too. I ran a few Blender renders, and they finished noticeably faster than on my older laptop. The GPU also supports NVIDIA's advanced technologies like AI-enhanced graphics and variable rate shading, which can help improve performance and image quality in supported games. Cooling is always a concern with high-end laptops, but ASUS nailed it with the ROG Intelligent Cooling System. The laptop stays cool under heavy loads, and the fans aren't obnoxiously loud either. I ran a stress test for about 30 minutes, and the surface temperature never got uncomfortable to touch. That's a big deal if you're gaming for hours or working in a warm room. The cooling system is also designed to be efficient, so you don't have to worry about it sucking down too much power. The customizable RGB light bar is a fun little touch. It's not just for show, you can sync it with your games or music through Aura Sync. It adds a bit of personality to the laptop, which is nice if you're into that kind of thing. The keyboard is also per key RGB, so you can customize the lighting to match your setup. The keyboard itself is also quite comfortable to type on, with a nice tactile feedback and a decent travel distance. The touchpad is also responsive and supports multi-gesture inputs, which can be handy for navigating through programs or browsing the web. Battery life is decent for a gaming laptop, but don't expect it to last all day. I got about 5 to 6 hours of light use like web browsing and document editing, which is pretty standard for a machine this powerful. If you're gaming or doing intensive tasks, you'll want to keep it plugged in. However, the laptop does support fast charging, so you can quickly top up the battery when you're on the go. Now, let's talk about the downsides. The laptop is pretty heavy at around 7.7 pounds, so it's not something you'll want to carry around all day. The webcam is also pretty basic, don't expect 4K quality for video calls. And while the speakers are decent, they're not going to replace a good headset or external speakers for immersive audio. The laptop also doesn't have a SD card slot, which might be a drawback for some content creators who need to transfer files from their cameras. Despite these downsides, the ASUS ROG Strix G18 is a solid choice for anyone who needs a powerful laptop for gaming, content creation, or heavy multitasking. The performance is top-notch, the display is stunning, and the cooling system is effective. The laptop also supports the latest Wi-Fi 7 standard, which provides fast and reliable connectivity. All in all, if you need a beast of a laptop for gaming, content creation, or heavy multitasking, the ASUS ROG Strix G18 is a solid choice. It delivers on performance, display quality, and cooling without breaking the bank compared to some other high-end models. The link is below if you want to check it out.